How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. My name is Anubis, also known as the Gothic Tech Guy. I'm here with
Babes.
met this very beautiful woman on Instagram. I don't know if you want to plug your channel. It's up to you.
At Miss Sophia.
Alright. If you didn't get it, I'll have it in the descriptions below. So tell us, what style did you come dressed as today?
I don't know. I don't really have a name for it. It's just what I feel like wearing. I feel like it expresses what's inside.
I love it. It's kind of like zombie goth to me with the rip
Thank you.
and the blood tears. Or Reborn Vamp,
Yeah.
new Vamp, I guess.
Someone asked if it was like, if those were tears of sorrow or tears of joy, and I was like, it's both.
So what style you usually dress as?
It's pretty much this, like, all black mesh. These are just colors. Yeah, I don't really have a name.
So I know you said you're from Florida, you're out here in New York just visiting family and stuff, which is awesome. You dress scarf all the time, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so how you feel you treated, let's start with the negative. Here in New York as well as Florida.
Here is definitely a lot better than Florida.
Really?
As far as, yeah, like, I get more, like, negative feedback in Florida because I feel like down south is a little more close-minded. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I get the stares, like, what are you doing? What are you wearing? What is this?
Any bad comments or anyone throwing anything at you or anything?
No, not throwing anything at me, but people will say comments like, is it Halloween?
Tell them they need a calendar. They don't know when Halloween is. And out here in New York, no negative comments at all. Just
No,
good,
not
honey.
really.
Yeah, we really fought out here. Like they're used to us now.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, it's just people say they like it here, which I never get that in Florida, right?
I have to say, like mostly in Manhattan, it's pretty cool, but certain parts of like Queens and Brooklyn and Bronx, where it's like deeply Caribbean. Yeah, they're gonna get the pitchforks and torches.
My family's Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Oh wow. Hey. When my mom realized that, okay, so you staying with the style, she went and pulled out the Bible and like, just touch the Bible. Just want to make sure you don't burst into flames. Is it like that?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not that.
All right, that's cool. You don't mind me asking, like, what's your age? Like, how long you been doing this?
I'm 23. I mean, my style has definitely evolved, and it definitely changes, but this is pretty much what you get.
All right, so now let's go to the good. So what good comments you got, like, in Florida? Let's start with that. Wow, she had to think about that for a long time.
I don't think I've gotten any like positive comments in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, like,
Wow.
I think they don't know what to say.
I'm Team Sabretooth, and like I heard there's like the different vampire people that I talked to briefly in Florida tells me, oh, the Gothic scene is beautiful out here, it's no problem, they love us down here. So you haven't experienced none of that. Well, there you go. So what about out here in New York? Like what good comments you got?
Like I said before, like it's, but I get people that just say they like my makeup, they like my style, just like but yeah.
Really? That's it? I'm surprised. There's so much like don't want to call them slaves, but they, for some reason, like a lot of the Gothic women I know, they like to they throw themselves on their knees and be like, take me, whip me, I'm yours, whatever you want to do to me. You ever got no cycles like that? Oh, did I call you cycles? I mean, you know, strong admirers. All right, well, I guess if we stick around this park a little longer, you'll probably get a few. Well, thank you so much for coming out here, meeting with me, and letting these people know how the Gothic scene is in Florida as well as over here, Harrison's, and how your life is. You're just awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. How you doing? My name's Anubis, also known as the Gothic Tech Guy. I'm here with.
I'm 7.
Awesome to meet you. I literally just walking by in a park, saw her, those awesome boots, and I was like, I gotta put her in a video. So, tell us, what style you consider this to be?
It's a little bit of a health dog vibe, you know, a little bit of athleticism with darkness.
Definitely got the shape for it, yeah. What style do you usually dress as?
I'm very like Latin witch kind of vibes, you know, like very Afrocentric, but still much into like witchcraft and bruja kind of vibes. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
long dresses and lace.
Cool. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Right?
You caught me in a going out kind of like.
Yeah, this is kind of like my everyday look too.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if you hit my Instagram, which is the same name, the Gothic Tech Guy, you'll see a lot of more extreme type styles coming from me. This is as hot, I just didn't feel like it.
Yes, me too. Sticky.
So, we're out here in New York, but you said you're not originally from here?
Yeah, I'm from Puerto Rico originally, that's where I grew up. And then I moved to Miami for college. And I lived there for the last 10 years, and I just moved to New York maybe 9 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, let's start with Puerto Rico. How's the goth scene over there, and like, how are you treated?
Well, I grew up in Puerto Rico in the late 90s. So at that time, it wasn't really a thing. I was very weird. I was really obsessed with movies like The Craft. And
I love that movie.
Yes. And I asked for like spell books and crystals for my birthdays. And wore all black and black lipstick, and I was just a weird kid. And then once I moved out, I went to the United States, then I was kind of more appreciated, but that's at the same time that the whole Columbine thing happened. So the schools that I went to didn't allow you to dress goth.
Wow.
So I kind of like put it to the back for a while because I just wasn't allowed. And then when I went to college, I kind of got back into it, and here I am.
You said also Miami, right?
Yeah, Miami.
How about over there? How they treat you when you was able to dress goth there?
Well, in Miami, there's a big like fetish and you know kind of dark scene. So whenever I went to events related to that, or kind of places where they were frequent, then it was normal. But when I went to neighborhoods, like there's this neighborhood called Brickell, which is kind of like very Soho-like. And yeah, I got like dirty looks, and Latinos were like, what the hell is this, you know, because I speak Spanish and I'm very Latina, but I'm also really goth, so yeah, it was confusing to people, and they would say little things, but I don't take that seriously, so I just do me, you know.
Well, I love the style. Tell us what positive you got from all 3 areas, actually.
I think that when you are a little different and you have to kind of search, you know, I didn't have like a lot of stores that I could go to, or a lot of like people that I could look up to in that fashion sense. So it made me really creative, I think, you know, where I just kind of had to make it up as I go. And I think that development helped me so much in every area of my life, you know, where I'm just self-started, you know, like I don't wait to see something that I like to imitate it. I just think like, what do I want to look like today, you know?
Right.
So definitely that, and I think in Miami, it kind of got me back into my Latin roots and able to express in a different way than just what Puerto Rico was about, you know. So, you know, because I had influences for all these other Latin cultures that had their darkness as well. So I think I started to embrace myself and being like, okay, maybe in the Puerto Rican scene I'm weird, but every Latino culture has a little bit subculture that embraces this lifestyle, you know. So that kind of opened me to a lot of other things, and even opened my eyes to not discriminate against people myself, you know.
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of Spanish people up here that's definitely into the vampire scene as well as the Gothic scene.
Yeah.
So it's really underground now, but it was way more open back in the 90s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You mentioned one of my favorite movies, The Craft.
Yes.
You know they're making a remake.
I know. I'm very, very sad and weirded out about it, because I mean, if you're not gonna put Fairuza Balk in it, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. Maybe the new generation has something cool that we haven't seen yet, and maybe they bring something special. I'm biased. I don't like remakes. You know, make something new.
Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, because I know a lot of people is probably on this video. Like, it's not a remake; it's a continuation. Sorry, it's supposed to be a continuation. Okay.
Hi.
The person went by. It's no problem. It's supposed to be a continuation, and the way I feel is that it depends on the director and who's doing the special effects, because there's a lot of great movies. I mean, The Matrix is really old, but it's still good to watch even now. And this.
Excuse me, guys. We're filming.
What is that, video bomb?
I know.
Got some people who want to video bomb us. And again. Where was I? Right, The Matrix is really old, but the special effects and the storyline they did is still enjoyable today. If you haven't seen it, you'll still love it.
Please watch The Matrix.
So I'm really mixed about it, because it depends on, like, if they really put an effort into it, you know, it'll probably be really good. I also love anime, and when I was excited when I heard it was, you know, doing a live action Dragon Ball Z, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like you have a really great opportunity to make something amazing, and it's like, are you gonna drop the ball, or are you gonna come through with it?
Yeah, that and Avatar, they.
Yeah.
So, you know, I remain hopeful that they will do a really good job with The Craft, because they have to. They know if they don't, people will be at their doorstep with pitchforks and torches.
There's a lot of us that are very personally connected to that movie, so they better not mess it up.
Yes. How many of y'all, after you saw that movie, went home and tried it? Liza Featherstep was born. Liza.
Well, honestly, I didn't have any friends that would do it with me, but I went home and I was like, I need a spell book and I need to control weather, and you know, like, I was just like, there's so many things I can do, you know what I mean? So
like, I need voices to talk to me.
Yeah. And I was already really weird and like really into spiritual things, so I was just like, okay, practice time, you know. But funny story, after I watched The Craft, I went to this school in Puerto Rico that was part of the big university, and you know, it's a liberal college, so everybody was weird, and there was this group of witches in the school, and when they found out that we were in elementary school and we were interested in it, they started following us around and kind of trying to scare us, and it was like the coolest thing that has ever happened to me. I was like persecuted by witches, so that's are my memories from that time of The Craft.
Well, there are a lot more acceptable right now in Manhattan of our style and stuff like that, which is awesome.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. You're
Thank you.
really cool person.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
How you doing? My name is Anubis, also known as the Gothic Tech Guy. I'm here with
Hi, I'm Alex and Ashley.
met this beautiful woman on Instagram. Her pictures are awesome. Definitely check them out. You want to plug your channel?
My Instagram is Unperf, Unperf.
So, your style is well, I don't want to throw a label on it, so you tell us what this style is.
It's kind of a combination of things, really. It's kind of, I usually lean more towards tribal, Egyptian, and or all black everything. And I try to stay away from black because it's literally my life. I don't know. I like accessories. I like things that look like bones, as I can find on the show. I finally have some bones. It's very, very rural. Very, I guess, savage, what I would say.
How long have you been dressing like this?
I guess you could say it's kind of a recent thing. It's always been the same. I just didn't know how to put the pieces together. Therefore, I did it. But now it's more free flowing into what it should have been.
Have you always lived in New York?
Yeah.
Okay. So back in my day, not to sound ancient, but I am. It was really hard for us to like come out the north, because even today, like most neighborhoods is to be considered the norm is blue jeans, sneakers, or Timberland boots, white tee. Like that's like been forever, eternity.
Stand out. Gotta be the same generic stuff.
Yes, and I hated that. Like I don't want to be like a blur. That's what I call them. Man. Like you look like everybody. Like I always want to stand out, and when I do, it's like. Well, I've always been a big guy, so nowhere came to my face and pop shit, but they'll yell it from across the street or out of the car, oh, you freak, or whatever movie is in at that period of time. Oh, you Blade, oh, you Matrix. Like, they're not.
How is that a bad thing, though?
I'm just like, thank you. I like those movies, but like, I don't know what to say to that. Like, you met my wife, so when they see us together, are you Adam's family? I don't know. That's a bit insult. I don't understand.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't.
They were a completely loving family unit that operated.
Like, I don't know if that's supposed to be. But like in Manhattan, we really don't get that. It's just like Brooklyn or Queens or whatever. We have to go together and do things or meet someone. But have you experienced anything like that?
Not necessarily. Most of my criticism, you could say, came from my mom, I guess. I used to just really, like back in high school, I convinced everybody to vote for me for best dress in the yearbook, which wasn't that difficult because I was the only person doing anything with my outfit. But I would like wear like tutus, tank tops over regular shirts, colorful things, with really crazy imagery on it, glow-in-the-dark skull sweaters. And she would like tell me that people are gonna judge me, but it was like one insult for every 10 compliments that I got, if even a negative comment at all. And nowadays people stare at me all the time and I have to take a moment to be like, wait, is there something on my face? Oh, right, cat ear headphones, or I'm wearing this, or I'm wearing that. People don't say anything other than something positive.
Yeah, I love nowadays. We don't know the struggle how it was back then, but now it's like we get more compliments than like I guess it's supposed to be insults because it's stuff they yell I like, but so I get like, oh, I love your style, so original. Where you get those arm things? Where do those boots come from? And I always send them to websites because they're not really gonna go to the store, right? Like, oh, go to vampirefreaks.com, go to Gothic Ren, like.
Vampire Freaks still even have a storefront?
Actually, they just opened up a storefront. They sent me an invite about 2 months ago. I hate summer, so I didn't go, but it's on my list of places to go.
I haven't been in a while. I haven't been since like 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
I got some of my favorite clothes from that.
I went to the other one they had out here that was in like a weird, awkward location, and I ain't gonna front, I was broke back then, so it was like, where's your discount rack? Everything was kind of high, and they went out of business because I guess everybody was in the discount rack.
Probably, it was so expensive.
But now they're back open, and it's good, but it's a lot of competition because I have a few websites and I get things pretty cheap.
You can get a lot of things for far cheaper on the internet.
Yeah, like straight from the UK. Let's go, make it happen. So, let's talk about your love life a little bit. Do you have any problems finding or attracting someone you want to attract because of the way you dress or something?
I've considered it mainly because of what I want to do, because I had like this image of what I'm going to look like after modifications. Like I want to get my tongue split. I was thinking about getting my eyes tattooed black. No, it's
love
pierced.
that.
But I haven't been able to fully convince myself because I don't know how expensive it is, and I'm really cheap. But that's not like one of those things you can get from a non-professional, like certain piercings. I'd be like, okay, yeah, cool. They're just gonna poke a hole in me, and then it's gonna heal the way everything else heals, as opposed to like tongue splitting. I also want to get my ears pointed. They used to be pointier when I was a kid, and then people made fun of me for it. So I changed that, but now it's like, fuck them. I want pointy ears again.
Yeah, I kind of was born with like spark ears. I used to
Yeah, those are the best.
I used to get Captain Spark all the time when I was a kid.
I got called an elf so much, and now I'm just like, I wish I looked more like an elf.
Elves came later once people started reading Lord of the Rings.
As far as like finding somebody goes, I've never had difficulty with that. People have always usually been pretty enamored with me. So the more it's like I dress like myself, or I go completely out of it, they're all just like, oh, so pretty, so shiny, so sparkly. Can I have?
Oh, okay. Because I have a few people that I interviewed, and they tell me like they get a lot of the norm attracted to them, and they only because they think, oh, because they dress that way, they're extra freaky. This is going to be fun for me. Not on the lines of, wow, this person is totally awesome. I want to settle down with them, you know. So it's like, just wanted your experience about that.
Not in this field, but like other in the BDSM community. That's where all that is. As far as like personal life, everyone wants to get to know me.
Okay.
Kinda.
Because for me, like, I'm very picky. So like my
As
whole
you should
life.
be.
Well, when I say it, everyone look at me like, that mean you're gay. No. Because I only like small women, and everyone finds it like, yeah, but you still fuck fat chicks. No, just I only can date small women. I can't. You know, so, and then I thought that maybe if I date a girl and they see my style, they maybe want to change. But then I learned that doesn't happen. So then I started looking for women that dress like me, but it's also small. And that's how I found my wife. I was like, oh shit, she's goth, she's small. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's a match made in heaven because you guys look so cute together.
Thank you. Is that like the process you go? I don't know why I'm doing this with my hand. Is that like your process? You look for someone that's similar to your style, or you don't care?
I would prefer somebody similar to my style, but when it comes down to it, it's more so personality and intelligence that I'm attracted to.
I thought on those lines too, but I got so tired of like they love that I'm a vampire, but then they hate that I'm a vampire. So they'll meet me and be like, oh, the fangs, the style, everything. Oh, this is awesome. Then a month later, do you have to dress like that all the time?
Yeah, they get over the novelty.
Like, do you have to go out that way? You met me this way. I don't understand what's going on.
What's supposed to change? Am I supposed to be different now?
Yeah, apparently that was what is expected. That's why I had to, like, okay, I can't deal with
See,
that.
that's why, like, I'm really good at reading people. So when it comes down to like somebody I want to be romantically involved with, I tend to be extraordinarily nitpicky with these things because I overthink everything. So especially with like when it comes to people and my interactions, because I know my energy is very addictive. So if I spend too much time around people, they'll literally start to fall apart.
Wow.
And that's never. I don't like watching people disintegrate in front of me, and then I get all guilty. I'm just like, okay, so I'm gonna go over here before you implode and try to hurt me as well.
I don't get that at all. I find you give this aura very lovable. I mean, my wife met you and hugged you immediately. Like,
I'm a magic unicorn. I'm very loving, but a lot of people aren't exposed to like natural, genuine, unconditional love. So when they do feel that, it's like, I need this, and I have to have it, and I have to hold it, and I have to keep it close, and then they can't. So then it's just like they get all crazy.
So, I already told you like what inspired me to dress up and change my style and everything. I'm not telling y'all because I already did that in another video, so you should watch all of them. So what inspired you to like completely change from the norm?
I guess you can say it's culture. Everything I wear serves a very distinct purpose. I'm very in tune with my the tradition and culture of my ancestors, and it's mostly I take mostly from the Belize side because I have no association with America whatsoever. So I take from my Belize side, which leads into like ancient Mayans, and which also leads to like the tribalism, the Egyptian aspects in it, and I take a lot of that from because my sense of fashion has always been generally the same.
Right.
The only difference is what I have access to at that moment or what I can make. So it's my fashion sense is kind of all over the place. I usually wear what I like, and as a magical time traveling unicorn, I'm very into like the spectrum of things. So one day it could be like all black, fishnet, lace. The other day it's like frills, but even those frills are kind of black. Like I love cute things, but I'm just like I like this. So come in black. Stuff like that, and then it comes down to very adventurous. I plan on living in a tree house when I get older, and I'm very connected to those tribal roots. So like stuff like this, I love it. I've always been inspired.
I love it too. It's freaking awesome.
Isn't it? Like
Yeah.
half of this is a cosplay that I bought from somebody. There's like horns that came with it too. I have no idea when I'm going to use those, but I'm going to use them. Because the whole thing is just so cool. But as far as like, when it comes down to it, like the bones, I love the bones. It reminds me of my tribalism. I also have an appreciation for the skeletal system. For one, because it's our basic structure without it, we couldn't stand.
Yes.
And we decay to it. And like, at the end of the day, that's what's left of us. And I find that kind of beautiful. It's like, this is our rawness. It's what we are. It's what we need in order to be here to function, kind of. Or else we're supposed to be like meat puppets.
I love the bones and everything. The Indian
Yes, yes, kind of. They used to be prettier, but I wear them like every day.
And the necklace reminds me of our culture, of course, but it also is making me hyped up because one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite characters is becoming a movie, Black Panther. And he's wearing that all the time. I'm like, yes, represent, let's do it. So that's freaking awesome. And I know the closer that movie come out, you're gonna see a whole lot of people doing it. You're gonna be like, I did that first, bitch.
That's always been the case though. Everything that I've been doing is like when I really get into something, by the time I'm not obsessed with it anymore, then it becomes a fad. It's just like, okay, I wish you people have like caught on or started when I did it, instead of like, okay, yeah, I started that. Because at that point, everyone's gonna be like, no, you didn't. You can't. You have no proof. You completely deny it. When in fact,
Well, it's in the video, and it's on your Instagram. So there.
This is true.
Well, thank you so much for coming out in the rain. It's starting to lighten up, which is awesome.
That's no problem.
It was a great interview. And you have to see, show them this awesome, cute raincoat
The
you showed
raincoat?
up. Yeah,
It's
like
gonna be completely filled with condensation, as
Like-
it always is.
like I personally only saw it like in like
Oh,
throwback 70s
I've heard
type
that.
movies. You have this.
I have that exact same. I got it from Urban Outfitters
Could you
at like probably 6 years ago.
feel sweat here?
Yeah, I got it, and it has a belt to it, right? Yeah. I have the umbrella that matches it.
See where you been at?
Baby.
Wait, you have a matching
closet.
umbrella?
Yeah, think about the umbrella that
See,
matches.
I see her. Come closer, because you're just like the voice being behind, so you might as well just get on camera now. It's my beautiful wife. You should know from other videos. You better watch them. I say her closet because like I have the small little section of where my clothes is.
By choice.
The rest is her. Yeah, I don't buy a lot of clothes.
Like when you open, we have like a
It was this
pretty
big
much, like,
walk-in closet.
Everything
So-
is all black. He literally has, like you said, like
I have this small.
in the whole.
And like the rest of the whole wall is like the rest of the closet is all her. Then it's like the whole
You have
thing
two
up there.
drawers.
Oh yeah, I have 2 drawers.
And you have a drawer for your Yu-Gi-Oh
But yeah, this
cards.
whole
Sometimes that's all you need.
That's all you need.
So I don't know all. Like sometimes she pulls out stuff. Hey, maybe I should wear this again. Again, that's not new.
No, like he doesn't believe me. Like I'm like I need.
But this is cute. I like this.
I love it.
And the hood, do the
Remember
hood.
this is similar to the tribal.
She showed up
outfit.
like this, and I was like, wow, that is awesome.
This is similar to the tribal outfit that Helen made for me. It's awesome.
Isn't travel the best?
All of that. It's an aesthetic. Me too. Oh, we're good.
I have to ask, where do you get the skirt from? And where do you get your necklace from?
All right, so while they talk, thanks for tuning in.